Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack Ripper.
Hey, you have to go, you don't know.
Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio. Breaking Records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't know. Fuck strange music, man.
Check it out. One time for your man, Ishmael Maloney, Breaking Records Radio, and the place to be. I got a good friend of mine here, an amazing, talented artist, friend of the show, back with us again. We got Jordell Downs in the place to be.
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's the visionary Jordell Downs.
Hey, and Downs we trust.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, how you been doing?
I've been doing good, man. I'm just like usual, trying to stay busy and, working on the second installment on In Downs We Trust.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I put out the first installment 2 years ago. It's a series of collab mixtapes.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that lately. I'm supporting, still doing a bit of promo on the Scorpion, the EP called The Scorpion. That's the newest one I put out. I'm just trying to stay busy. Shows, music, producing. The Sixth Sense Audio Recordings company is going. It's just getting up off the ground as well. So things are going really good.
That's what I like to hear, man. You stay busy, man. You're always on the grind. I like to see that. Tell us about, what was the name of the recording company?
Sixth Sense Audio
Sixth
Recordings.
Sense. So tell us a little bit about that, actually.
For a while, I've actually been audio engineering and producing for artists, and I never really had a name. It was just under my stage name.
Yeah.
And I thought, why not just put it under another brand? So Sixth Sense Audio Recordings was born, and I kind of go under that. Whether I'm at home doing recording at home, or if I bring the portable studio on the road, it's the same thing. And it's definitely I've got some good feedback on it. It's people have been telling me that the name's very attention grabbing and things like that. So it's great. I'm loving it.
I like the Sixth Sense name, and that actually, it's just I think it's a cool play on things, but like it's self-explanatory too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For anyone that knows you, but it's like I think that's really dope, because that's one thing we talked about when you're on the podcast. It's like having like a what's the word I'm looking for?
A visual impairment.
Yeah, but it gives you the the word I'm looking for? Sense of hearing though. A better, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's a more proper way of saying it.
Yeah,
but
when you lose one sense, you have no choice but
heightened
to use
sense.
the other. Yeah,
that's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So and I think that makes like your sound very meticulous, like we were talking about on the podcast, like from like your choruses into the way you mix, your beats or your songs, like that. There's a level of cleanliness there that a lot of other artists don't have, and that's because, you know what I mean? Like
There's been more than one occasion where somebody said, I went to this professional studio and I got these people to mix my music, but it didn't sound like the way you did it, and I like the way you do it more.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel like on top of the world when I hear people say that, because I don't even have this like $10,000 gear that all these other studios have. I mean, my gear is still good, but
yeah,
I guess it just comes down to really learning how to use your gear. Not just learning, but just really being particular with what sound you want for that artist,
and knowing what you're doing to get there too as well.
Yeah. And
it's like, yeah, it's just like, it's incredible, like the because that's one thing I was going to say. Like, it's like some people might get turned off by the idea of like, I'm just bringing my portable studio around and shit. Yeah. But it's actually like the quality of what comes out of that, because you just have this ability of making things sound so clean that it's like, it's insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's
it's funny because I get that a lot. People would ask, hey, where did you record that? It sounds like you recorded it at this top-notch studio, and people were just like, no, it was just, it was recorded it's recorded in our bedroom.
Yeah.
Recorded in the bedroom. What do you mean it was,
Yeah, because even like the first time I ever recorded with you, just based off the sound of your music, I was expecting like some like, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's probably got like a nice ad. You know what I mean? I came and like you're just chilling on your like laptop or your computer. You're like, all right, just go in the closet there. There's just a mic there, and I'm like, oh shit. Like I wasn't expecting so minimalistic, but it's like the cleanliness of it though. It just sounds great. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I've been a little bit more into minimalism lately,
yeah.
So. And it's been working, so, if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of deal.
Well, you kind of have to be, right, when you're always on the road, and you're always on the road. Like, you're a musician who stays working.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to be minimalistic in that sense, right? Because it's like you can't carry a million things with you. Mm-hmm. But I think it's crazy, man. The work ethic is phenomenal. So if people want to get in touch with you to hit up Sixth Sense Studios.
There's Facebook.com/Sixth Sense Audio Recordings. It's all like words. There's no numbers, and it's just all words. Sixth Sense Audio Recordings. Just send me a message, and we'll go from there.
Dope, man, dope. And so to move it forward, too, though, you just dropped the 5 Deadly Venoms.
Yeah.
Well, not just a couple months ago now, right?
Yeah, November 8th it was released.
Yeah.
A producer who I've known since maybe late 2016 or whatever. We've kind of been working on different things. Him and the other artist that he works with, who I'm also became really good friends with. James Stang had asked me ever since he heard an R&B project that I put out last year called The Getaway. He said that he had wanted me to be part of this project that he's doing with 4 other artists.
Yeah.
Now 5, with me being part of it. And I guess there were 2 other artists before me who he wanted to play the role of the Scorpion, and it didn't work out. So now I was the 3rd guy. I didn't have a lot of time to finish things, but I managed to get it done. And it was I was kind of the only guy out of the 5 who was doing more R&B stuff. Everybody else was rapping.
Yeah.
Actually, not entirely true. One of the other guys who played the role of the Lizard, he was also doing a bit of singing. It was more auto-tune sort of thing.
Yeah.
It still came out dope. But mine was, it was more throwback style kind of throwback R&B, and a little bit of influenced by rock music because I listen to a lot of rock as well.
Okay.
So, it was great. Recording that project was very different because the goal that I had for that project was to not think too much about what I was writing. And as long as it made sense, leave it alone sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that was with every song I recorded, all 5 songs. It was like that, and it just came out amazing. Like there's even some mistakes in the EP, like a couple of mistakes, but I was at the point where I was like, I can just leave those alone. Like they're not even bad mistakes,
Yeah.
It's they're good, I thought, I'm thinking like there's good mistakes sort of deal. Where it's like you do that and you're like, okay, I know I wanted to do it that way, but it still sounds good.
Yeah.
So, and I just left it alone, and the next thing you know, it really helped. It's just a really good point in my career where I think I've found the sort of sound that I want to do vocal wise, the sort of style,
Yeah.
And it's to have that little bit of R&B in there, but I listen to more rock than I do R&B, so I want to incorporate that into the beats that James Stang gave me, and I managed to do that. Especially with the lead single "Do What I Can." There's not really any R&B style in there.
Yeah.
It's rock vocals over hip hop beats, and that's how I really wanted to do it. And it just came out perfect.
Yeah, you're incredibly versatile, man. Like that. Like I've heard you do damn near every kind of record, and it's always turns out dope. Like you're fucking.
I appreciate that, man.
You're a good rapper. You're good at doing like R&B, like R&B, but you're also good at doing like trap R&B.
Yeah.
The rock stuff you do good, like, you know what I mean? Like, I damn near got to hear you do some blues or something next. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I kind of been incorporating a little bit, like a little bit of rock and a little bit of blues. Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's the direction that I want to take my vocals mostly. Anyway, that's kind of how I've been singing a lot lately. And you know, when you're listening to a lot of blues rock, you know, and just, you know, even a little bit of metal, you know, it just comes out like that.
Yeah. Word, man. And you've had the merch game on lock too. You know, you're rocking your merch right now.
Yes. Downs we trust.
Yes, sir. Actually, let me pan the camera a bit. I have to mute that fucking noise out.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. You got it right.
Yes, sir.
Shirt, okay.
No, yeah, man. The stuff looks fresh. How do people go about copping some of that merch?
Downsmusic.com. That's DOWNZ music spelled normally.com, and you'll be able to find the shop section there. It's got this also comes in hoodie format too, a zip up hoodie. You can get that. You can get T-shirts with my other designs with the JD logo and a Respect the Vision.
The JD logo ones look nice too.
Yes, fresh.
Yeah.
You know, kept it simple. The Respect the Vision T-shirts. You know, it's got people with stick figures with hats, and they're carrying. You know, they're walking with canes and things like that. That's probably my most popular shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've sold like shows and all that. Like I've probably sold the most shirts I've sold was that.
Word.
Yeah. And it really surprised me. I didn't think and it's not that I didn't think that they wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
I just thought that the In Downs We Trust would be the more popular ones because that's what it looked like at the time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, here comes Respect the Vision, and you know, the next thing you know, hey man, I'm sorry, I don't have no more Respect the Vision shirts. I sold them all. You know, like. So,
will you be getting any more of those done up, or is everything limited runs?
I mean, that was just at shows, right? I don't bring all of my merch to shows.
Yeah.
Because I just have this feeling I won't sell them all anyway, so I'll bring enough.
Yeah.
And then, okay, cool, I have some for the next show. And then, that's kind of how I do it, so.
Word up, man. Yeah, man, so check it out. Tell them the website one more time.
The website is downsmusic.com. That's DOWNZMUSIC.com.
Go get yourself some merch. The shit looks fresh. I like the logo ones a lot. I'm gonna be copping one of those.
Yeah,
you got those in hoodie
appreciate
form
that.
too, right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Yes.
I thought so. The white and the black, right?
Yeah, I got white on black and black on white.
Yeah, yeah. The black on white looks nice.
The black on white have been getting a little bit more popular lately.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, they look fresh.
Everybody
says they look fresh.
Yeah, see, my problem is I ruin white, but I still like to have it once in a while. But after I wear it 2 or 3 times, I'll fuck it up. But at least you get those like few times where you look real fresh rocking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least I do. I'm messy as fuck. But move forward too, because you also put out the Getaway a little while ago.
Yeah, I put out the Getaway May 10th of 2018. That was a really like a turning point, I guess, in my music career where I said 2018. Goddamn, 2019. Sorry. May 10th, 2019.
It's crazy. It's 2020 already, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it was just a turning point in my career where it was like, I was at a point with rap where I didn't feel I was expressing myself the way I wanted to in rap.
Yeah.
So that was why I called my project The Getaway, partly, And so I was like, you know what? I collected all of these beats that I knew I wasn't going to rap on, that I was going to sing on. And so I finally put out a project like that. And it just, the lyrics, the way it was done, it just meant a lot more. It had more meaning to me. And I feel like one day that I'll be able to put that in rap. I feel like I'm not done with rap yet.
Yeah.
But, You know, I just had to do that. It was putting out the Getaway was something that I had to do for me to stay afloat and for me to basically explore my talents as a singer. You know, every time I sang hooks when I was on stage, I got a different response, you know, in a good way. So I thought I would take that further.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's one thing about you, man. Extremely versatile, like so multi-talented. But that leads me to actually want to ask too, like what's on the horizon? What do you have upcoming right now, like for projects?
In Downs We Trust 2, I'm aiming for March.
Yeah.
I was thinking February, but that might be a little too soon. So I'm aiming for March for In Downs We Trust 2.
And what's the vibe on that album?
The vibe, there's some dark songs and some more light.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm probably, you know, I'm probably gonna like just put them all in one project, but you know, one part's gonna be dark, one's gonna be light, sort of deal.
It's like the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been on lately too, you know, going through like personal stuff. So when you're doing that, you know, that's kind of what inspired me. You know, I've been doing a lot of meditation and
Oh yeah.
been doing a lot, you know, been going to Reiki sessions and stuff just to kind of make sure I'm not always fucking losing my shit, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause, you know,
decompress a little bit.
Going through some, because you know, towards the end of the year was going through some shit. So I mean, I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling a lot better. And I think there's a little bit of that inspiration is going to be put in Downs We Trust 2 and a couple other projects after that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm working on another R&B project. I'm not really going to give out the details for that because it's really in the beginning stages. Like I've just been working on the beats for it.
Okay.
So and rap projects. I mean, I got a lot of unreleased rap shit that's like
Fire.
I still love it till this day, and like
We got a joint
recorded
from,
the
like-
tracks like 3-4 years ago.
We got a joint from like 5 years ago that still hasn't come out.
yeah,
That track's fire.
that's coming out.
You killed that shit. And you have a version of you rapping on that with like 2 completely different verses too that you originally sent me out. So it's like you got
Damn.
like that song alone you got like 3 fire verses too. I can only imagine how many tracks
don't
you got
even
that
remember.
like. Real, eh?
My word,
Say word.
I record so much shit now.
Man,
It's
yeah, you
crazy.
sent the Smokers Lounge, and I think you had 2 verses on it.
No.
But then you sent me the actual version that it ended up being,
Oh,
and you had
know
a
what?
different verse on it.
You know what? No, I only did one verse. I probably re-recorded that same verse so I didn't sound like I was falling asleep.
Oh, you might have just changed a couple lines on it
Yeah.
or something. Ah, okay, yeah. Okay,
I just wanted to record it just so I had it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Let me record that one more time. And then I did it. So yeah, the Smokers Lounge is coming out. I'm putting both Smokers Lounges back out. Something happened. I had to take them down, but they're coming back out.
dope, man, dope. So yeah, you got the In Downs We Trust 2 is that's more like a rap album though. Then
Yeah.
yeah, and then you're working on the R&B album to kind of keep it separate.
Yeah. And I haven't actually put out like a solo rap project, like official solo, since 2015.
Yeah, it's
So
been a while.
I'm due for a solo rap project.
I'm pretty
And it's-
excited.
and it's
now that
coming
you
out.
said that.
You know, I'm at a point where I'm not too picky anymore. I feel a little bit more like free when it comes to writing hip hop tracks. I'm not overthinking things.
Yeah.
I just want to write and just get my point across. You know, the wording might be weird, whatever, you know, as long as it still makes sense to somebody, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Word up, man. Well, thank you very much for coming through, man. I appreciate it. Always good to catch up with you, G. Before we do let people go, tell them how they can find you online, the social platform stuff. Give them the website
Yes.
plug again.
On Facebook or on Twitter and Instagram, I'm Jor_Del_Downs. My Facebook is facebook.com/Jordell Downs, JORDELDOWNZ. My Sixth Sense Audio Recordings is facebook.com/Sixth Sense Audio Recordings. My website is downsmusic.com. I have a Bandcamp as well, which is downsmusic.bandcamp.com. And that's those sites you can find everything Jordell Downs on those sites there, on those platforms. I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Play, all of that. So you'll be able to find me there. I'm making it so that I'm not that hard to find if you want to listen to my music.
Very accessible, man. And thank you very much, man. We got the super talented Jordell in the place to be. And how about we'll let you introduce what the first track we're going to play of yours here.
All right. So since I mentioned this track a little earlier in the interview, this is off of my most recent project, Five Deadly Venoms, The Scorpion. Actually, before I say the name, I thought I'd shout out the other people who are involved in this project.
Hey.
Roots K, she did the Centipede. She's dangerous with the bars. The Snake, Anonymous, he's got some dope tracks. Definitely a crazy vibe. If you're looking for that more unique side of things, the Toad. The Toad, and he is D&D. His project was nice too, more unique sounding. If you're looking for that auto-tune shit, which is actually dope auto-tune shit. I know a lot of people who don't like auto-tune.
It's just got to be done correctly.
I'm not one of those people. It was definitely done correctly by the artist named Kaka.
Kaka?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a random name, but I ain't hating.
He calls himself Kaka because
he's the shit.
He's the shit,
hey.
And I think he backed it up on that project. So
word up.
And so. And James Sang for the beats and all that business, right? Because he definitely kills it on the beats. He's got a unique sound. So, but this track off of The Scorpion is called "Do What I Can."
Word up, "Do What I Can." Jordell Downs from The Scorpion. Let's go.